Hey guys, and welcome to part 5 of the Force Unleashed 2 playthrough. I know, unfortunately, Starkiller does not find his girlfriend.
Man, that boss fight was so
No. Correction, Sean. He's not finding her. He's stalking her.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't go on for 5 minutes without mentioning her name.
The Alliance is on the run, and I lost an entire squad here.
Just like every other story, when the main guy who started the rebellion is gone, everything falls to shit for them when he's not around.
Yep. Yes, we're worthless without your protagonist bullshit powers.
I'm not Starkiller. I'm a clone.
How do you know that?
This guy wants to know how to run a rebellion. He needs to contact Lilish.
Aye.
Speaking of clones, actually, in history, in the expanded universe of Star Wars, there was a clone of a rogue Jedi a clone of a dead Jedi who was in the Jedi Order, but this was a clone. And get this, he somehow found Luke's hand in Bespin and created a clone based off that hand.
What clone the hand?
A clone of Luke. And get this, he was named Luke Skywalker with an extra U in his name to determine the difference between the one.
Okay, that's fucking stupid. That's almost as stupid as like Palpatine. I don't remember which story it was. Palpatine being brought back, turning Luke to the dark side, and it was all this really stupid shit. And it's like, yeah, this is dumb.
Find yourself.
Exactly.
Wait, what? What was the joke?
No, it's
I missed it.
He's like, what are you talking about? He's talking about you. He's like, what the shit are you talking about?
Because I just finished talking about something else.
Yeah.
You can take the
No, wait, insert Chicken Little. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
But the TLDR is basically Starkiller's not immediately rushing off to save the rebellion. Quote is pissed.
No, and not better. Insert Kingdom Hearts. Did you get blacked?
Come on, man. Like, talk
And
to
insert-
Lelouch. He'll give you all the advice you need to run
And
a
because
rebellion.
of Star Wars, we've also got to have a scene where somebody puts their hand over their face.
Does he say I have a bad feeling about this?
I don't think so,
That
unfortunately.
it's not a true Star Wars story.
It's like that must be in the mandatory
It is
contract.
in every movie, I believe.
Yeah.
At least
Even
one character
Rogue One.
says it. Aye, I think so. So yeah, we're off to Dagobah then.
Yeah.
Here's
That's not Dagobah.
here's Boba Fett.
Back on planet Scotland.
Is that the original voice or is it a different one?
It's D. Bradley Baker.
Oh.
I'll need a squadron of stormtroopers. They won't be coming back.
When do Stormtroopers ever come back?
Now we now get some new enemies this time.
That way they get spammed with.
What?
You'll find out after we leave Dagobah.
The game's attempting to be mysterious.
You'll see what these new reinforcements are. But anyway, off to the lonesome planet of Dagobah.
Yes.
I've heard that this... Why is this even classed as a level?
This is just... What the fuck? Why did they even bother?
Exactly, you're only here for one corridor,
Cutscene.
right? And then that's it.
That's what you can see one of the holograms in the opening cutscene for this.
Absolute peace I desire. Fighting there must not be.
They say that this planet is strong with the Force. This level
There's
does
nothing
not-
here.
There's nothing here.
That might be part of the point, actually.
But
Like
still-
with Luke in Empire Strikes Back.
But if you thought this place was strong with the Force, you would get you thought you would have to fight, like, for gameplay's sake anyway, you would fight Force enemies or something like that.
Aye.
Or do the same kind of test Luke had to do.
Yeah.
Aye.
Like, what was the test? He failed where he thought it was Vader.
But it was himself,
The whole
aye.
point, he wasn't actually supposed to take his lightsaber in there.
Aye.
And when you first brought up the Force Powers menu at the start there, I thought the game had frozen.
But this is all we're doing here. Remember I said this is a holocron guide, so
Full
we get
on.
full 100. We get all the holocrons. Well, Sean gets them anyway.
Yeah.
Can you get crushed by the boulder if you drop it underneath?
Yep. Let's go and visit Yoda's hut there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where's the song? He's just standing there like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He even looks back. He's just like, what?
Yeah.
I'm just going to ignore that.
Yeah. Just ignore what that song was.
Dancing to this bitchin' tune, I am.
You want to know what that song was? Go down to East Kilbride game. You'll find out. But yeah, this is it. See those
Yeah,
last two
this is-
holocrons?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's Dagobah.
Yep, because Yep, here we are.
No, we need to find the music machine and add that to our collection too.
And there you go, that's Dagobah for you. That's all it is.
Yeah, basically by the time I next time I have control of the character, we're no longer on Dagobah.
We're on Planet Scott.
This is the only time we see Yoda, actually.
Interrupted my music, you did. The wonderful Tom Kane, I believe.
Yep. He's been voicing them in every single media besides the movies.
There's also Takeo in the Call of Duty Zombies. Yeah. And Magneto in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I think he's Magneto in some of the other Marvel media as well.
Yeah.
Something lost. A part of yourself, perhaps.
My sanity from all this repetition.
I thought you were going to say my sanity from the last boss, I thought.
My sanity, my patience, and I also have a permanent case of boner.
Is he actually doing the same trial Luke did?
Well, I would say
that's not very well considering Yoda's not saying you can't take anything in there.
Because he's going into the same dark hole that Luke went into.
I think that's the reference.
Wait, do we not get to see... Oh, wait, here.
Yes.
With a
change of clothes.
This actually seems really interesting, actually.
But remember, this is your least favourite plot device you're dealing with.
No, but I do like the idea that someone else is having to go through this sort of trial that Luke did. Because with the Jedi extermination, it's kind of been hard to find Jedi to train over the years. So,
but you would find this would be ideal for a level, but no, it's a cutscene.
It's just a cut. Did you hear we're getting Rise of Skywalker content for Battlefront 2? Jesus, that was...
Oh, and magically changes lightsaber colours to
blood. He's like, fuck the dark side.
Well, I don't think it's fuck the dark side so much as fuck Vader.
Yeah.
I suppose this whole thing that is keeping in theme with
the clones.
With what this game's supposed to be, because that, Vader being Luke, wasn't it supposed to be Luke's greatest fear? Him turning to the dark side, whereas getting confirmation that he is just a clone would be his greatest fear.
You're nothing but a clone, my son.
I really don't like how like all the biggest Jedi in the Star Wars universe, like they say, like the second you begin feeling any of these feelings that are regulated with the dark side, you're automatically locked into that path. It's like, fuck that. I don't like that way of thinking at all.
Hi, Juno.
Has there ever been a Jedi? I think. Oh, I try to remember his name, but there was a Jedi in, I think, the Clone Wars. He ended up forming a bond with Assad Ventress, I believe. Who was it? I think he was like one of the only few to use the power of the dark side while actually coming back from it in a novel.
Quinlan Voss, I think.
There it is. That's it.
He only appeared once in the Clone Wars, but he was more in the comics.
Yeah, I read a novel where it was actually one of the best novels I've read, actually, of the Star Wars mythos.
It's not only that, he and Ventress became lovers.
Yeah, that's the novel I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right, time to say goodbye to Yoda, because we'll never see him again.
Yeah. It's like obligatory reference to the original trilogy.
Possibly in Rise of Skywalker.
Plus, this cutscene comes out of nowhere. It's like, we got back in the Rogue Shadow, and then suddenly Koa's here.
They clearly skipped a level.
Yeah. Early X-Wings.
Yeah.
That almost sounded like the damn robot that announces everything in Heroes vs. Villains.
I get spotted.
Is that robot still in that mode?
Only in the beginning, and that's of the
good.
Target identified.
That was just awful to listen to every match.
A powerful glimpse of the future like you experienced is rarely wrong. And if it comes to pass, you'll be glad you picked me up on Alistair.
So why didn't we get a level based on Alistair then? That would explain where we got him.
I suspect the executives just like, nope, it needs to be shipped by this date.
Rushed this game was.
Yes, indeed.
That's it. Now this ship is our next 2 levels. This is the Salvation.
Yep.
Basically the big massive rebels at this point, because the rebels are not as big as they were in the original trilogy as of yet. They're just started.
Yeah. There's only so now it's just Camino and then
this and Camino, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really short. Really short compared to the first game.
Yep.
This is the 2-part level, right?
Yeah, well, this Salvation's 2 levels, and then Camino's got 2 levels.
That's the only way they could make. That's the only way they could make the levels really big is drag them into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you saw what they did with the last boss fight. Are you surprised?
Yeah, that was really boring.
Yeah, one of the most boring fights in my entire life.
You still don't believe that I'm a clone.
Ow, the edge.
Can we not? Seriously.
What?
I fucking hate
And
Shadow.
Starkiller just so happens to have this on him.
I hate that game so much, man. Shadow the Hedgehog was a disaster.
Ah, yeah, and I had to suffer through that.
That's because you chose to play.
We can't pull off an attack like this without your help.
No. Mr. Cole,
What about your fucking army you have?
Mr. Cole, those scars on your face, did Professor Lupin give them to you?
It is the quality of one's convictions that determines success, not the number of followers.
Now, as you can see here, folks, Sean's changed his lightsaber colors, but unlike the red ones, these actually give him attributes.
Yeah. Would have gone for both blue ones, but unfortunately we can't get the second blue crystal at this point.
Aye.
Oh, they do that shit where...
Yeah, one crystal is only for one blade, you have to find another one.
That's so stupid.
Well, the thing is that you get half of them from collecting holocrons in the main story, the other half you have to defeat challenges.
Yeah.
So I think the way it is that you get one set of crit colours in the story, the second colours you get during challenge mode.
Yeah.
Can you accidentally pick Kotal up with the Force here?
No.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid not.
Aww.
That was one of the highlights of the last playthrough though.
Or Colin almost fucking killed him.
Not only almost killing an old man, but a blind one at that.
It was the way he just sort of like threw him aside as well. It was like he didn't seem to give a fuck.
And look who's also alive.
Yeah. He's seen better days though.
Yeah, we clearly saw him getting stabbed in the chest by Vader in the last game.
Right, imitating Obi-Wan.
Well, then again, I suppose he's a robot.
Imagine if he was still imitating Obi-Wan, like he crawls up to you. Hello there.
Well, I suppose he's a robot. He can be rebuilt.
Aye.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology, but I don't want to spend a lot of money. I love that Family Guy joke.
I love how much effort went into warning Starkiller. He just briefly flickers into Boba Fett.
Yeah, they
and
just
says,
switch 3D models for a second.
Yeah, that was really lazily done.
And Starkiller's like, I'm supposed to know who that is.
Right, the main gimmick of this level is the energy cells.
Yeah.
You have to make sure they're on the doors and then light them up with lightning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fetch quest times 1,000.
Yep.
Pretty much, they do get a bit of kind of backtracky bullshit with it.
And to explain as I was trying to explain before, what the lightsabers do this time is the blue one, it increases the amount of points you get. Well, I think it increases the amount of points force points you get back, and also the green one does the same thing, only for your health. So I would say that's the best combination right there.
And that is why I don't like going on any sort of elevator ever, anywhere.
Yep.
But there is also crystals that you can unlock that give you, like, say, more XP points or whatever, or drain less stamina up. But I would still say the blue and green here are the best combination.
And this is when the game's trying to be scary.
Oh, and this is where the game fucks with you, actually.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to pull this door open, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Someone holding it? Or is it
You have to hold it and then you move it with the analog stick, but
Yeah,
the problem is the camera...
You're trying to blast it open.
But the problem is that it's not designing what it wants to do.
Nice. Yeah,
So it's like the Phantom Ruby then.
Yeah. Because the game's been so well coded.
Yes, I can tell this is very fun and engaging.
Yep.
I'll slowly
Riveting
open the door. What was just stopping from just cutting the hole with your lightsaber and
You
just
have to do
crawling
that
through?
again?
Yeah.
Fuck! What the fuck, man? Is this real?
Oh, but we get introduced to our spider drones.
Oh.
Yeah, this
He's
is
just standing there, menacingly. Like you were trying to open the door.
So you
he
can
was
see in
just
this level we face a legion of spiders.
Spiders! A giant legion of spiders!
We actually did that joke in Resident Evil 0, actually.
But these guys are pathetically easy though.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till we get to remake. This giant ass spider that shows up on the door. There's a giant spider on the door!
And this is where we
They
get...
all conveniently stand around in a perfect circle so that Starkiller can learn his new ability.
Yep, well, not really new. This is an ultimate ability. The Force Repulse, or as I call
New
it,
for this game.
Wait, he's only just now
He's only just now
remembering he
getting
can
it,
use
yes.
this?
It's that game traditional. You unlock an ability as you go further in the game. But I would say that's the best move to get rid of all these spy drones when you're surrounded.
There's a glitch you can do in God of War 3 where you can get all the weapons. I think either all the weapons or all the XP immediately, and you can just like break the game completely. You can even skip entire story sections if you do it right.
Do you know what this music playing? I wouldn't be surprised if you end up getting a claim.
But guess what? We ain't monetizing.
Yeah.
So
go right ahead, aye. They just do this thing where they grab on you and you just wiggle the left stick.
You just get
They
tapped.
just want a hug.
You just get tapped once.
And the problem here is that if they throw too much, the frame rate goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when there's just too many of them on screen in general, actually. I noticed. Because there was a few frame dips.
Aye. But this is only the tiny little drawing of the new reinforcements.
I think at some points the frame rate really takes a dive.
Should we be worried about the window that's about to break behind you?
No, we'll be fine.
You'd be worried about it in Dead Space 2.
What are you talking about? We're protected by the plot.
Not in Dead Space 2, you're not, because Dead Space 2 has a mechanic. Well,
see what I mean, Stephen? They didn't even try to hide some of these holocrons. It's like, oh, you got through that challenging section? There you go, free holocron.
Well, they're saying is like, Vader's these new terror droids, and Vader's developed them on Camino. That's a cloning facility, you dumbass. Why would he be building droids there?
Just go to Geonosis. Find the droid factory. See if you can come across 3PO's head while you're at it.
He has to find the battle droid with the head on it.
No, it's like, my legs aren't moving. I must need maintenance.
You just get tapped once. It's like... He's not very...
I find the idea they get the direction they give Sam to voice the character is like he's just woken up and he's shocked and all he can't handle everything because this is all brand new to him.
It's like Simon Belmont. He doesn't know how to process pain. So instead of flying 5 feet back, he just screams really loudly.
Star Wars trying to be like Resident Evil, are we?
Or Dead Space.
Well, they're dead.
What do you think? Oh, is this like the part you might have been talking about where there's backtracking and stuff?
Yeah, there's a lot of backtracking here.
Yeah. There's a few best ways. Like, you have to use this power cell to open this door to get something, but then you have to use it elsewhere.
And there's Juno conveniently lying there.
Yeah, she's not laid out like bait at all.
And again, it's like, oh no, force field, you must go back and go the other way.
That'd be some shit if one of the spider drones just killed her right then and there, and Vader would be like, all pissed because his plans failed.
Yeah. Or it's just, Starkiller's rage would be sensed across the planet, and they're just like, oh shit, I didn't think this through.
Right, here's our next enemies, Terror Troopers.
Who are bullshit.
Yes, they've got Grievous's head.
Yep.
What, all of them?
Yeah, the Terror Troopers.
Okay, that ain't creepy at all.
No, they're all discount Grievous.
And they'd like to teleport.
Yes, and they can turn invisible, if I remember correctly.
That's how they attack. But the best way to deal with them is to use the mind trick.
What's happened to the sound? There was no sound for a second. I'm not the only one who's noticing that, right?
Well, what do you mean?
You might be. This is like, oh crap.
Seems like whenever he teleports next to you, there's no sound for a little bit. I don't know why.
Oh no, there isn't actual sound effects, if I recall. He doesn't do that. It's only when he attacks you.
Oh.
The teleport doesn't have sound effects.
Those wave effects he's doing, I'd normally expect those to have sound effects.
Aye, but this doesn't. But as you can see, they're a pain in the arse unless you use the mind trick, which stuns them for a second. But in the distance they fire rockets at you. What do those tanks do to you, Sean?
No, he'd rather fight them because they're immobile objects that can't fight back. Oh, is this guy one of the beefy enemies as well that takes forever to kill?
No, it's just he's just like a little bit stronger than your regular trooper. Yeah. That's it. But he's not like a mini boss.
Just enough to be bullshit with all the teleporting shit they do.
Yeah, the Dream Runner in the Dante's game teleports all over the place as well.
Yeah. But again, when you level up your force abilities to free like the mind trick, it becomes really effective.
Unlimited power.
Yeah.
Did he grab you?
No, actually, but Mind Trick does work on them so they can fight each other.
It looked like he grabbed you and slashed you, actually.
Aye, but it's not.
I think it might have done.
Yeah, but as you can see, they're fighting each other now. Ow! Why'd you do that? You know, for a game that's called Force Unleashed 2, Ross Sean, you're not seem to be using the Unleashed meter all that much. Then again, I don't blame you.
Actually, didn't say that for running close to death.
You don't. Can you not turn it off when you use it?
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah. You see, you don't waste all the I was about to say you don't waste the batteries, but
you know what that reminds me of?
Starkill's a cyborg.
My batteries are not included, motherfucker.
He's a cyborg and he runs on AA batteries in Windows 95.
Nostalgia critic, like, you know.
Then what does Vader run on?
He runs on Vista.
You know, Nostalgia Critic's Mortal Kombat Annihilation review. Yes, he reviewed that piece of shit, and I feel awful for him. he kept making the joke about Cyrax being this knockoff toy, and there's like one point where he's like, "My batteries are not included, motherfucker." Oh, that's other really funny shit.
Yeah, I once heard that the Cyrax in that movie referred to as a rip-off Power Ranger.
Sinister background. Are we going to get more scary troopers, quote unquote?
Yes, it's too quiet.
There we are. Now, one of these tubes is a holocron, and I believe it's a green one that increases your health. So if you really want to get on with the game, I would say the best ones you get is the blue and the green ones, because they increase your force bar and your health bar. But again, go with this combination in my personal opinion.
Can you not see it glowing in the thing because it's fucking green?
No, until you destroy the tank.
Until you destroy it.
Until you destroy the tank.
Oh, they actually make an effort.
Oh, well done, Sean. Well done.
You're breaking the game.
No, it's like he managed to juggle him in the air while simultaneously crashing into shit.
Now you're just breaking the level.
Oh, don't worry, he'll be fine.
I love it when the enemies ragdoll.
Fucked anyway.
I love it when the enemies ragdoll into the middle of the screen. It's so funny when that happens.
But you see what I mean? They teleport all over the damn place, so it's best to just use mind control.
Unleashed mode. Use unleashed.
No,
does unleashed not make them show up, or
no? It just high damage. That's why, again, the mind trick is the best strategy for these troopers. He's sliding on the floor. Is the floor really that clean? It's like that outtake in Monsters Inc. when they're trying to run into the scare floor and then suddenly slips on the floor and slides off screen.
Can we get a little more wax on the floor, please?
I miss the days when Disney movies had bloopers at the end. A Bug's Life. What was the one where the circus leader smacks into the camera?
Onto the camera.
And let's start back things up.
These are the largest circus droids in the world and they're gonna make me rich!
One of my favourite bloopers of all time in a Disney movie, Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
We're talking about, but it's not A Bug's Life 2. Then what is it? And then Buzz walks through the...
Yes, I can't believe it also, but there's a little baby tiny thing I forgot to tell you.
It's a 2 movie, but it's not a Bug's Life 2.
I think it was the original actors who voiced them in Bug's Life that they got.
Joe Raft, this was before he had that terrible car accident. And that character in Cars, the one with the buck tooth, I can't remember his name, but the character's name, but he was based on Joe Raft. Because what Joe Raft does, stories behind him is that he would, be funny and all that, and all he took was a pig for a teeth to pretend to be this other character and just have fun. Right, here's the room with the holocron.
Yep.
And there you are.
We don't even get to see it.
Because I was too close to it.
Fuck you, got mine.
But now you need to take this energy cell all the way back.
Yep.
Oh, you can't move while you're...
Yep.
Oh.
Yep, as Starkiller continues his search for his girlfriend, we'll see you next time.
This is boring.
Yep. It's such riveting gameplay.
I can hear his thoughts. I have his dreams.
Yes, those that failed before you could not escape them. It was their undoing.